Good morning, everyone. I just started this live, but we'll wait a minute for some people to hop on. I've learned how to schedule them so that this image can pop up and you can see this, your materials list. And we'll go live right at 10. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Hop on and leave a comment. Come on over for part 2 of the Friendship Bracelets. Expanding our knowledge from yesterday.
I think I'll do a little review.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. We'll let a few more people hop on. I have to go shut the door. The cat's trying to come into the room.
They can join.
Well, I have guinea pigs in here, and she likes to eat the hay.
Oh,
So
let's not
she
let
comes
them
in and she scavenges hay off the floor, and then it's not fun results.
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
We'll wait just a few more minutes. Everybody gather your supplies. You can see what they are. I'll be right back. Yeah, I used to sit at my dining room table, and that was pretty nice. But then I decided to move into my office, but that's where the guinea pigs are.
Okay, I was like, we're critter friendly. We're always critter friendly.
Normally. But yeah, the cat, it's not a room for the cat. So we have a cat,
Okay.
a dog, and 4 guinea pigs.
Well, as soon as you said guinea pigs and cat, I thought there was just other issues.
Oh no. It's just that she likes to eat the hay, and then
it
stay
doesn't
down.
Doesn't process well.
Exactly.
Understood.
Good morning, Donna. Thanks for commenting. All right, Julie, are you ready to get started?
I am ready.
All right, here you go. I'm going to add you right to the screen. There we go. Oh, I clicked too fast. There we go. Yay, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. So, yesterday, actually all week, we've been making jewelry, and yesterday we learned to make 2 styles of bracelets. So we learned this fishtail bracelet, and then I also taught quickly this simple square knot bracelet. So I want to do a quick review of the square knot before we proceed to this more complicated version, which I think I have dog hair, Charlie hair. So Charlie
Yay.
is a part of this, this knotted version. Okay, and see, I'm sporting my varieties today. So for children and adults.
Absolutely. This is a great time to take your coffee break in the morning, regroup between meetings, and make yourself a bracelet.
Absolutely, and they're fun to make. They're very soothing, and you can do these at downtime, watching TV, and instead of eating. So, so let's start with our review of yesterday's simple knotted square knot bracelet. Get 3 different colors, and we did an arm's length of the 3 lengths of colors. Leave about 3 inches of a tail and do an overhand knot. And then we are going to clip that under your clipboard. Okay? And I realize I need to switch my camera so that you'll be able to see
That's all right.
me working. So, Liz, can you mute me out for a second?
Yes. Good morning, Jaspreet. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for leaving a comment. We really appreciate when there's comments so that we know that people are following along and that what we're doing is fun for everyone. It gives us validation. That's my word of the day. And yesterday was fun because we just used the one center and the two, in which she's going to show you. And I've never seen it done that way with just the two. And so this, I've seen these four-way done, the four lines done. Excuse me. But this is just a great bracelet for yourself for a Mother's Day gift, or when you go back to work for your coworkers, they'll know that you really enjoyed your time off, or not really time off, your time from home if you were working from home. All right, Julie, are you ready? It looks like you're set up. All right. Here's Miss Julie. I like to sing.
I
I'm not
love
that
it.
good at it, but it's fun, you know?
No, we love to hear it. Okay, so we're going to have our standing leg. I'm going to have it as it's my oatmeal thread. And we're going to clip that down at the end of our board. I like to use a binder clip. We keep that taut. And then I have my red and my blue working threads. Let me clear my workstation. Now I'm going to take my red and make a 4 or reverse 4, cross it over my standing leg, and go under, up, and through, and tighten that knot. Not too tight. I'm going to take my blue thread on the opposite side, create that 4, work it under, up, and through, and draw that tight. Okay? So we're layering these colors. I'm going to repeat. And you're going to see that stripe formation create. Now I want to keep the same tension so you keep consistent pattern.
I love these colors. I always love red, white, and blue. I always love that
That's right.
combination.
That's your favorite holiday.
That's right. Oh, good memory. I'm a little bit worried about the parade, but I might have one in my backyard.
There you go. We can still celebrate. We can decorate.
You always choose some great combinations, and in all of your jewelry making.
Oh, thank you. I'm really I had to dig deeper today trying to find some new colors. I realized I'm using the same
Oh,
things over and over again.
I feel like you do great and mix it up.
Thank you. I had to go into my daughter's stash. They're
For those of
lovely.
you
They
crafting,
share.
oh yes. For those of you crafting along, what colors are you using? Leave a comment so we know what color combinations you're using.
So as you go along, I mean, look at this, how it's just comes along quickly, but I'm keeping that same tension. Okay, you want it to look consistent. If you find it looking, here's you find it looking wonky or weird, I'm going to show you what may have happened. And this happens for newbies, but also it happens to me too. All right, so this is laying flat. If you suddenly see it looking not flat or twisting, it's because you may have gone under. Now watch it looking twisted. If I keep them going under, I'm going to create a twisted look.
So it's almost like a reverse. So if you're a knitter, it's like a purl to a knit stitch. The opposite.
So if you find yourself doing something's looking weird, you may have started going under. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just going to start twisting around. Okay, do you see that? So I'm going to undo mine because I'd like mine to look flat and lay around flat on my wrist. But
And there's a question: did you knot the top? Did you knot the strings at the top? And
I
go ahead.
did.
Yes,
Yes.
and we'll show that again because we'll do a because we're going to work on a different style soon. So I'm sure you'll show that kind of knot again.
Yes, and I'm going to do the next one differently because we'll want that one. So you can do a loop here. You can do at the end of this. Honestly, I would just for these I was just making it so we could knot it together at the end and tie it together. If you want to do a loop at the beginning and make it a buttonhole, you can do that. I really just wanted to show the stitch here, to be honest. So if you think you have this, we'll go on to the next design, which is it's more advanced, the same stitch, but a lot more to keep under control. Okay, so look at this pattern, and let's move on. All right.
And I will put a link in the comments to where you can watch this later because I know that's another question that people had. Hello, good morning, Jessica. And yes, Angela, here's the YouTube link where you can find these videos later. We save them all, and I try to edit out some of the beginning and things like that. And they will all be on that YouTube channel later.
Okay. For the next one, so we're going to do a thick friendship bracelet. I have decided to do 5 colors. You're going to need a lot more material for this one because you're doing so many knots, you use up a lot of the yarn. So I would do just over your wingspan of yarn. You don't want to run out. And here, oh, do you want to say something?
Shayna asked, what kind of yarn do you recommend? We are using 100% acrylic and it frays and separates and breaks. Is 100% cotton yarn better to use?
Honestly, what I embroidery thread is the best to make these. I was just trying to use something that you already have at home so that you didn't have to run to the store. I am just grabbing whatever is in my stockpile at home. The key was I didn't want you to have to leave your house. So honestly, I'm grabbing whatever is here. So this is acrylic. I had this variegated yarn. We're just playing and having fun.
Yeah,
That's not the answer you really wanted, but I'm just being honest.
No, that's perfect. And
Let's see.
yeah,
I don't even know. This was acrylic. This is 100% acrylic. I mean, I really just wanted to have fun crafts for while we are staying at home and not have to worry about going to the store. But if you have embroidery floss for this design, it works beautifully. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we used to use back at summer camp.
Yes, I love those. Oh, I would stress over what colors to use and create the perfect combination. So once you get your materials ready, this is where we're going to do an overhand knot with all of the materials and create our buttonhole. Make sure you have all of the loops. I think I'm going to redo this because I'm not sure if I got all my loops. There we go. Don't need that big of a buttonhole. Tight. Right. And I get our, put the knot at, and I'm sorry, is anyone else having ants come in from all the rain? Just had some skittering about. Right.
I didn't notice that, but I didn't think about that either. Ugh, ants.
I know. That's what we're having now. All right. This is going to make a very thick one. So I just, I'm not going to do it in any specific color, but once you start becoming more intense with this, you can do this in any order. Well, I'll try to. I'm going to do my darker to lighter. I'm going to go blue, aqua. Here's my next one. Gray, oatmeal, white. And then start over. Blue, aqua, gray, oatmeal, white. Okay. So we're going to use the same knotting procedure, but we're going to take that first thread and knot it all the way along and do that twice. So we're starting with our blue. Going to keep that 4 design. Take that 4, go over our aqua thread and knot it up. We do that twice. Now we pull the aqua to the side. Now I'm going to go over my gray, whichever your second thread. And do that knot that we just did twice. Move that to the side. Go over our third thread. Once, twice. Now you want to make sure that you're keeping that knot in alignment. Okay? Not too tight, but not too loose. Now I'm going my fourth thread here. Once, twice. Okay? So I've gone through 4. Now I'm back to my blue. Once.
Hi, Charlie. Bye, Charlie.
I
I hear him walk away.
Yeah, you heard the Charlie drive by.
Just checking on you, Mom.
Yeah. He'll pose for a picture later with this.
Yay. Yes, and please send us your pictures. We really, really appreciate it when we get to see what you've made and see how you're using it. Because again, I can imagine if you use like a really thick, if you're going to use a super thick yarn or even like a paracord, you could probably do this kind of design. I mean, it would be a little bit heavier, but it could make a cool collar.
Absolutely.
And tell us more again about what colors you're using. Leave a comment with what colors you're using.
Okay. Probably chose too thick for this one, but I was ambitious. Okay, for a starter one. All right, and now we go with the aqua. same process all the way around, and you're going to see it creating this beautiful line of colors. So 2 knots. Go on to the next one. I'm not paying attention. I just, as I'm thinking about other things, like, oh, did I already do 2 knot, 1 knot, 2 knots?
And it's just mesmerizing watching the knots, like just watching your hands.
It is very soothing, but you know, as you're watching TV or talking to somebody, it's definitely not as complicated as crochet and knitting, but um, it's it's still, you know, it's a fun process as you are growing this creation.
And remember, like our previous example, to keep the string on top. Because if you switch it up and you start going under, then you'll have a different pattern, which you might want later, but just remember what you're doing so it's not all over the place.
And I probably shouldn't have started everyone with so many threads. I'm feeling guilty, but I wanted to show you guys, you know, how many colors and how beautiful it could look. So this was a little bit more advanced, but what you could do instead of doubling it and taking it in half, you could just use those five colors. And then when you feel more comfortable, go up from there. That makes sense? Sorry, I get mesmerized. I'm like,
It's okay.
I'm gonna keep on weaving.
And I know you were saying yesterday that you can also, when you're doing this, and as you go, you can change your knots and change your color loop so that you can write words, you can do little designs, things like that. So maybe I feel like we could have a whole separate series on that.
Oh yes, we could absolutely, and how to do different weavings. I was hoping to do maybe a different macrame wall hanging thing. So, but you know, if people
That's
want
a good
that,
idea.
could let us know. Let me just do one more row, and just to give you more of an idea of what this looks like. This would be a really cute just hanging, just for the thickness. So you see how that's turning out. Do one really quick, and then we'll.
Yeah, if you have any questions or anything, leave it in the comments so we can answer it. It's easier for us to do when we're live.
Ooh.
Also, for anyone who needs to hear it, it's Thursday. I had to think about it a few times. I was like, wait, what?
Hi, Charlie.
Yay.
You want to say hi?
There's a little Charlie nose. Little Charlie nose.
Hi. He's just asking, when are we going outside?
Oh, it is really sunny, but it sounds very windy. Yes, I can see the tree out my window. It looks quite breezy.
Yesterday was so cold. But he didn't mind. He got very muddy. I'll post some pictures of him running out in the field. Oh my heavens, he had fun. We have to have our outdoor time.
Yes. Stretch your legs. Get the sunshine, vitamin D.
Oh yeah, there was not enough sunshine yesterday. We were sad. But today, hopefully. Okay.
I think I heard tomorrow's supposed to be sunny too, but I'll have to look at that.
Oh, I hope so. Okay. So here we go.
Yay!
Look at that.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Oh, some wonderful macrame braiding. Um, simple, easy, fun to do. All of these options. A week of jewelry. Next week,
Yes.
maybe we can put a vote out what we should do next week. I feel like there are tons of options. We'd love to see what you've created this week. And
Yes, send us some pictures, please. Tag us in your photos on social media or leave the photo in the comments. All of those. We'd love to see it and share and let us know what colors you used or what kind of yarn or any questions you have. We love the we need this feedback so that we know that you want to keep going with stuff like this.
yeah,
So,
use hashtag crafting with Charlie.
yes.
He does help. He just doesn't like to be in the videos.
Yes, please. All right. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And I'm sorry, did you have anything else, Julie?
No.
I realized I just felt like it's just this natural progression that you and I have.
No, it's fine.
Have a wonderful, wonderful day and a great weekend because I remembered it was Thursday. Have a great weekend.
Take care.
Bye.